If you want to understand why it's so hard to get out of our comfort zone, then you're in the right place. The following video from my trusted Pathway to Purpose blueprint is for you. Check it out. Okay, so welcome back, and this video is entitled Lifting the Lid. So what does that mean? I'll come on to that in a minute. This will be a short video, and really the purpose is to help you to understand a little bit more about what you're going through at the moment, maybe why you're wanting to find your purpose, you're wanting to change your life, but also to help you to understand why resistance is coming up for you, why these fears are here, but why you feel like you want to break through them at this point in your life. So, I don't want you to make any of these feelings that come up for you, whatever they are, however negative and consuming and overwhelming, they may feel, that they're not wrong. They're all here to help you. They're all a blessing in disguise quite often. See them as a gift. And certainly don't compare yourself to other people. One of the difficult things when we get into this work is we start to see people who are gliding effortlessly through life. Maybe you're watching people, looking people on YouTube, or following people, you've been on other people's courses, and you're just thinking, well, these people have got it all together, and I'm just not like that. All of these things are perfectly natural, but don't compare yourself to other people. You are where you are in your journey right now. It's absolutely perfect for you, so have that self-belief. Have you ever felt like you live in a box, or you have lived in a box? Maybe you're starting to come out of it a little bit now, which is why you're here, right? I've lived in a box all of my life, all different boxes as well. The husband box, the father box, the son box, the friend box, the work box. Conforming to different things, never getting out of comfort zone, having to act in a certain way in front of certain people, never being myself, until eventually I found a box that said alcohol and cocaine on it, got in it and locked it from the inside, and stayed there for a few years. So many people live in a box, and I want you to think about the box. I'm thinking like a shoe box which has a lid on it, right? And all of us at some time in our life just sit in that box, and we're comfortable in that box, and 99.9% of people will always stay in that box. They're still in that box now. They're sat down having a glass of wine, watching TV, wasting their life away, looking at crap on the internet, no development whatsoever, not wanting to expand and get outside of the box. People like us, we're not just even thinking outside of the box, but we want to get out of it. And for some of us like us, we are lifting the lid of that box, and we're having a look outside, and we're seeing what's going on, and we're seeing other people doing things outside of that box. Again, maybe people that you're following on YouTube, or on Facebook, or whatever it is. So we are lid lifters. We're lifting that lid, we're peering out, we're having a look outside, and sometimes we're having a bit of a step outside, maybe, which is what you're doing at the moment here. You're exploring new things, you're maybe thinking about finding your purpose, but then as you start to look out of the box and you're looking at other people and maybe comparing yourself to other people and thinking, well, I can never be like, I don't know who you might be following, like a Tony Robbins, or Jack Canfield, or maybe someone more spiritual. Comparing yourself to other people and just thinking, well, I can't do that. All the limiting beliefs start to come in, and then you kind of close the lid of the box, and you're just kind of hanging around on the fringes. You're what we might call a fringe dweller as well. You're on the fringe of kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and staying in, and maybe sometimes you're going out and in and out and in. Something's kind of pulling you back in all the time. We're lid lifting, we're peeking out, right? This is a great thing because it means that you're willing to start to have a look outside, to start to think and be a different way. But it can also be very painful as well, because if you're someone that just sits in the box, as I say, watching TV, maybe you're pretty miserable, you're not that bothered about life, you're just going through the motions, but you don't really understand what's going on out there. You don't understand that there's a different way. But when you really start to understand that there's a different way, but you don't take action on it, this can become really painful. And this is maybe where you're at the moment. I can remember being like that for years, really wanting to do something different, but not knowing how to do that, not knowing how to express myself, always been stuck in the status quo. Maybe you can relate to some of this. So I want to hopefully through this course teach you a bit more about not just how to think outside of the box and not how to just be lifting the lid now and again, but actually to get out of that box and then realize that that actually isn't a box. Or maybe realize that you get out of one box and then you feel pretty comfortable after a time, and then maybe realize that you need to get out of another box, and it just keeps on going and keeps on going, because what we need to understand is that we are expanding. Our consciousness is expanding. Our higher self is expanding. It wants more. It doesn't want to be confined to what we've had all our life. That's why you're seeking. That's why you're here on this course now. This is why you're doing other personal and spiritual development, because you are expanding. But here's the thing. If you're expanding and you're inside a box, what's going to happen? When you get towards the edge of that box, you're going to feel resistance. Now, resistance is kind of that barrier between where you are now and the fear, and then the great life that is beyond that, the greatest life imaginable, by the way. So feeling that resistance, sometimes it feels really uncomfortable. Feeling resistance means we're starting to see the limiting beliefs kick in and slap us back down and making us close that lid and come back inside the box again. Here's the thing. This can be very painful because we want to break through. We know we can do something different. We're nearly there. Yet we keep getting dragged back in. Don't make this wrong. Don't make this make you give up. That resistance is there for a reason. It's there because you're expanding, but you don't know quite how to break through this box at the moment. But it will come. It may come for you in a simple aha moment. It may come for you just chipping away at the block. We don't know. It's different for everyone. But understand that where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. The resistance that you're feeling is right for you. It is a blessing. It really is. But it's moving through this resistance that's going to take you outside of the box. Maybe, like I said, it's into another box, but being in a bigger box is better than where you are now. So hopefully you get to the point where there are no boxes, there are no anything, you're just expanding, expanding, expanding without no limits, and you can creatively do anything that you want to do. So hopefully you understand that you are in the right place right now. Don't make anything wrong. Whatever you're feeling, don't let it stop you. Embrace it, because in the next video we're going to start to have a deeper look at exactly what resistance is and how we can break through that. So if you want to see more videos like this and truly understand how this all fits into finding your life's purpose and implementing it, then you can check out my course by that very same title on Udemy by clicking on the link in the description below. I will take you from the conception of a new life to a state of being where you will create exactly the life you want and understand how to get paid for it. So click the link in the description below if that sounds like something you'd like to pursue. I'll see you soon.